The Black community is making yet another push for reparations, the Reparative Justice Agenda. So we have this ugly, bald Black woman, Democratic Rep. Ayanna Pressley leads movement demanding reparations, announces the Reparative Justice Agenda. This is a movement to compensate for the harm and loss that we experienced. So, oh man, will it ever end? Will it ever end? I would pay them to move back to Africa. Anyways, check this out. Really incredible.
But we are here, and so we must work towards repair. This means reparative justice, like advancing H.R. 40 to develop reparations proposals. And as the lead House sponsor, I commit to advancing this bill alongside my movement siblings in the broader work for repair, truth, and healing. But let me be clear. This is not a movement or an appeal for benevolence or charity. This is a movement to demand redress, to right wrongs, to compensate for the harm and loss that we have experienced. But we are.
It is time to move on. Why aren't you embarrassed, begging and whining? Why aren't you embarrassed? Get a job. The rest of us just get jobs. We pay our own way. Why can't you guys do that? And look at how angry she is. They come to us demanding that we give them money for no reason. You were never a slave. No white people alive today ever owned any slaves. Your reparations is all the crime you get away with. How about that? Here's another angry Black woman who also is demanding reparations. Democratic, and she's in Congress, of course. Democratic Rep. Summer Lee says Black Americans will stop voting if they start thinking they will never be paid reparations for slavery. Good.
As they are playing psychological warfare with us. They are hell-bent on beating us down to our face and then telling us that, we're the ones who are crazy. And we got to fight back against this. So you know what? I have just not engaged in that topic of them trying to give insurrectionists some dollars. Because we got to control the things that we can control. And they want Black folks to feel like they're poking, like they're knocking the wind out of us, right? That's what they need us to feel that way. Because if we feel empowered, if we feel like we have even a tiny bit of momentum, then they know that we have enough power to do damage. Positive damage, good trouble damage, or whatever.
Good trouble. That's it.
Good trouble. But yeah, it's absurd. And that's what they do, because again, they're trying to disenfranchise you. Because if you believe that you're never going to get reparations from this system, then you tap out. And you don't just tap out of the conversation, you tap out of the system. You don't want to vote anymore. You don't participate anymore. And they know that that's how they don't just control Congress. That's how they can get your school boards, your board of supervisors. They want us that far out of the system. So right now, we fight for reparations because it's owed us. It is owed us. So we're not going to back down on that one way or another.
It is owed us, and we're not going to back down on that. Oh, God, I'm so sick. I get sick listening to these people. Black people do not understand that white people actually don't run this country. We might still, for a little while, be the majority of the people in this country, but we do not own the government. The government is owned by someone else. This government does not love white people. Donald Trump does not support white people. He won't even say the word. Donald Trump will not acknowledge that white people are the most oppressed group in this country. I think Donald Trump is maybe not even white, to be honest with you. I wonder, is Donald Trump Christian? Is he white? I don't know. You can tell me what you think in the comment section. Try telling a Black person that Jews are not white. It will literally break their brain. They cannot fathom. They can't. I've tried to have the conversation a couple times. Jews are white in Black people's minds. They cannot make a distinction.
That my colleagues are not on it. That Democratic colleagues aren't on it. Again, there is a level of comfort in this building that sustains people. And I know that the people who don't want reparations back a lot of my colleagues, Democrat and otherwise. So no, I'm not shocked But it is why we have to keep people on the outside encouraged. So we have to, it's not that we have to cancel out the news when they're doing shit like that. We can't cancel out the news. Like, we got to live in reality. But we have to counterbalance that with.
She is so ghetto, and she's in Congress. I guess it makes sense. Her district is probably in the ghetto or something, right?
With our plan, our organizing plan, with how we're going to build this coalition, who we're working with to move the needle on this. And I think that our time is really well spent there.
Our time is really well spent begging for reparations. Guys, we are so screwed. I am so not okay. You know, your tax dollars pay for this woman to be in Congress. And what does she do? She tries to get more tax dollars from you so that she can hand it out to black people who did nothing to earn it. As you know, Jet Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's father, had a gag order on him that was lifted after the trial ended, and he's now able to speak freely, and he's been out here giving everybody his honest opinion on the black community in America, and he said a few words about reparations here that I thought was really awesome.
Support somebody blindly, even though they did wrong. You're going to support someone who does something against the law. You're encouraging and saying it's okay because he's a certain color. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled. You know what DEI stands for? Yeah, it means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or a race or gender. Whose broad ass idea was that? I don't know about you, but when I grew up, there was no participation trophy.
Amen. DEI, that's another one. What do you think DEI is? That's reparations as well. Giving black people jobs that they're not qualified for. Giving them the job just because they're black. It's a sick joke. This country hates white people. It really does. Black fatigue is real, and white people who are honest will tell you this, but black people don't get it. Black people also do not understand that everybody is over their shit, including non-white people. Browns and Asians, they're also over it with the black people. The victim card doesn't work anymore. We are so done. And these black people just full steam ahead. We need reparations. Never forget slavery, Jim Crow, segregation. It's so low IQ and so frustrating. And there's no arguing with these people. There's no reasoning with them. I really don't know what the solution is. I think paying them all to move back to Africa, since they hate it here so much. I like the idea of we pay them to move back to Africa, but they can't come back. Once they move back to Africa, we could even help them build their own place in Africa, but they gotta stay there, okay? That's my idea for black people. What is your guys' idea for black people? Let me know in the comment section. How do we deal with them and help them overcome all the racism in this country? What can we do to help our black brothers and sisters out? Let me know in the comment section. So that's the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the Hayden McDougall YouTube channel. I'm out here covering politics, news, other trending topics, keeping you guys educated and entertained. So leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.